Villa angelaufen ist. Und das hat was damit zu tun, dass die Villa am Ende hier in der Redstone World sich einfinden wird. Das bedeutet, ihr wisst ja vielleicht, dass wir hier in der Redstone World einen Hauptbahnhof haben. Der diese Schienen werden unter anderem dann verbunden sein mit der Redstone Villa, was quasi die Fortsetzung dieses Hauses ist. Das heißt jetzt nicht, dass das Let's Play beendet ist. Wir werden auch, nachdem die Redstone Villa gebaut ist, weiterbauen.
And they thought that was the end. They thought it would never be fulfilled. They were wrong. It would be fulfilled very quickly, but just by someone else.
I'm back. Hello everyone, my name is IJD. It is July of 2026, and welcome to Reborn X. I redstone it all. Welcome back. I'm not going to speak as long as I usually do in these special videos. That's because normally this is a yearly anniversary where I'm just talking about what we've done recently and our immediate plans for the future. Not like that today. The Project Redstone Coalition has decided that we should focus on the history as a whole, and especially the Reborn period. And this idea is being brought into life inside of the Minecraft world itself by the Project Redstone build team. Now, you may ask, what is Reborn? Reborn refers to the period that Redstone has been in since 2016. That was when Tower 1 was in a presentable state, so TheJoCraft left for other projects, and I went on to Americanize and continue the project. 10 years later, Reborn X is a celebration of our accomplishments since then. Now, we have split Redstone World's 13-year history into 7 distinct chapters. Today, I'm going to go through each one of them with you. Chapter 1, the Founding Era, 2013 to 2016. Where do we even start? Chapter 1 was so important for Redstone World, and besides Chapter 7, it was definitely the most stable chapter ever. This is the chapter where we saw major developments and innovations in both Redstone and commands. This was centered on Founding Island for the 13 to 16 part, and that is where you got the original train systems, the first version of IMS, and so much more. It was at the end of this period where Tower 1 was not finished, but made to be in a presentable state. Now, you will see some records of Redstone chapters say also Chapter 1 going to 2018, and that is because TheJoCraft went on to other projects after leaving Redstone, and we've made sure that they have a future here too through something called the Great Merge that we'll go into later. But because of the existence of the Redstone Bunker, the Redstone Villa, the Redstone Cruise Ship, and the Redstone Theme Park, Chapter 1 lived on for a little bit longer. But we moved on to Reborn, Chapter 2, in 2016 for Founding Island, known as Redstone World at the time. Chapter 2, Reborn Start, 2016 through 2018. This is the chapter we are theming a lot of things around for Reborn X. The Minecraft rebrands to TheJoCraft and moves on from Redstoneworld. He did plan to go back, as was shown in this video, but that never happened. Instead, it was me who fulfilled those plans. With permission, my very much younger self keeps it going in my own continuation. I developed the BTCC protocol, which stands for Bug Fix, Translate, Continue, Complete. And then that was applied first to Founding Island. Now, Tower 1 was complete, the world was in English, lots of small additions and Easter eggs were getting made all over the place, and some very big plans were made, including for a new tower to the southeast of Founding Island. Most of RW work to this day stems from the big plans made back then, but it did take a lot of time for them to be implemented due to my young age at the time. Tower 2 and the RW devlogs were also both started during this time, and the release date of the American Redstoneworld Reborn was postponed due to the creation of the Mega Plan. This is also where a full Redstoneworld server was formed with a small build team. This was mostly comprised of me and my IRL friends. I think we may have had some other people visiting, but that was it. But we still had about a 6-person team. Chapter 3, Theme Park, mid to late 2019. This was a bit of a shorter chapter, and a return to something that at least Redstone related after a discontinuity. The theme park was actually started way back in 2016, but now, since Yosef and Arkenya were now both done making changes to it, my Redstoneworld server switched to the theme park world exclusively to run BTCC. Developments were made across the theme park, and more plans that would be put into effect in later chapters. The staff and actual build team was formed during this chapter. Most notable joins were Sean, Grateful Name, and Walter Lazarus. Brainstorming on the Great Merge also started, and that is what's coming up next. Chapter 4, The Great Merge of 2020. This was an incredibly short chapter. The effort was put in by myself, Sean, and Walter Lazarus to actually merge the sectors of Redstoneworld. Redstoneworld was then renamed to Founding Island, and the main bunker and theme park were imported and placed out west. But only the bunker had its train connections made during this chapter. The bunker was also already BTCC'd from Chapter 2. Theme Park had a bizarre parking lot made at this time, with preparations for a train connection. It had this whole pipe thing and everything, but there was no train connection actually made during this chapter, and that weird parking lot would be gone very soon. Cruise ship had a lot of work done on it before it could be imported, but it was not imported during this chapter. That would have to go on for a little bit more. We did not have really any new joins. However, in the museum documented as a special guest join is my good friend and amazing creator, Bayville, Donnie4355. Chapter 5, The Great Revival, from April of 2021 to September of 2022. After another nasty discontinuity, I would return to Redstone with a new determination that would really never fade. Same crew as before running things, but Sean was instantly raised to the rank of co-owner, and the actual terraforming and building and rail integration of the Great Merge would begin. For this chapter, Sean would spend most of his time making massive contributions to the theme park, as that was by far the largest endeavor, build-wise, for the Great Merge. The staff team became much more organized during this chapter, with actual build applications being created, and a group formed called the Council, making decisions. While most staff introduced were builders, we did get a few junior Redstoners join, that being Void Killer and Chambo. They would both be admins by the time the chapter ended. After a very long and intensive downgrade and then re-upgrade process, the cruise ship was finally added, although its train system would not be connected till Chapter 6. I'm also going to use this time really quick to discuss how version changes in Minecraft have affected Redstoneworld, because we've definitely been really behind on it. Back in 2013, 1.5 wasn't even out, but now we've definitely slowed down in those updates. By the end of Chapter 1, we were on 1.10. By the end of Chapter 2, we were on 1.12. It was not until Chapter 5 that we finally upgraded to 1.16 and then 1.17. In Chapter 6, 1.19, and Chapter 7, 1.20. And now it seems like another version upgrade is not very likely for a long time. But now with Chapter 5, the devlogs would become an actual series. And while a lot of the work was out west with the theme park, bunker, and cruise ship, Founding Island had a large focus on itself too, with a major revamp and revitalization effort. Spawn was completely changed, the FI bunker was started and then restarted, and the FI hotel overhaul was started and nearly fully completed by the end of this chapter. Tower 2 was still part of F5 at this time, and was split into a Tower 2 and 2.5. There were some talks about making Tower 2 its own sector due to the sheer scale of the plans that were being made with it, but no build attempts really lasted on the Tower 2 during this chapter, besides the original work on it that was made in Chapter 2. There was some incompetence for the build manager at the time, so for this chapter, but only for this chapter, was progress stuck on Tower 2. The rate game was also started during this time by myself and Grateful Name. Towards the very end of the chapter, a new player named Hudson joined. In preparation for the 10-year anniversary, he would restore some energy into Redstoneworld. Now, a new group was forming, consisting of myself, Hudson, Void, and Chambo. They had a much higher sense of unity, and they could tell that changes were coming. Chapter 6, Determination and a New Authority, October 2022 through March of 2024. This chapter was started off with a bang, with the full reopening of the theme park, the new theme park reactor project under Hudson and IJ, completion of the FI hotel, and most importantly, the completion of the rate game, just in time for the 10-year anniversary. This was the start of the yearly anniversary specials. I then was working exclusively with Void Killer on completing the majority of the new FI bunker for most of early 2023. Sean would now finish the Great Merge with myself and would become a bit more of a semi-retired figure with his responsibilities fulfilled. As the summer arrived, Hudson would begin looking for solutions to get RW running as a 24/7 server. Meanwhile, Chambo returned from a brief hiatus to start a bridge with IJ that went out from Tower 1 to the sea that would then have shops along it and connect to Tower 2. This was the restoration of faith in the new towers and really Redstoneworld itself. Chambo, Void, HUD, and myself were now all working to take back and revitalize the project and would lead to many planned maneuvers under a newly formed anti-council coalition. Now, you probably know it as the Coalition, or ACC for short. Tower 2 was now getting real development, and things were going very well. Tower 2 had all of its floors be either complete or fully planned out by the end of 2023. Tower 2.5 was then renamed to Tower 3.0 and was then started for the 11-year anniversary by myself, Emil, and TSG. Chapter 7, Growth and Completion, May 2024 through the present. In April of 2024, Hudson redid the hardware of the RW 24/7 project. This allowed for a true 24/7 rather than the only open when a staff member was online thing that we were doing in Chapter 6. Immediately, RW player base got a lot more active. the influx of so-called plot world addicts. Plot world addicts. Most notable was LLucas in late 2024. He would go on to become the Deputy Director of Technical Aspects. Tower 3.0 would now have major development, and the area would now be named under its own sector, the Redstone Tower Complex. For this entire chapter, that has been the main point of focus. We want to add to it, and we want to complete it. Redstoneworld now has a sophisticated lore as well, and that may be a little bit significant to Reborn X. Chambo had Sean return to the theme park to finish his water park terraforming and expansion project, and now took it over from him as the project manager. ArcCorp Rail covered the world and was now complete as of early 2026. Many things were also becoming complete, and we were not losing focus in the slightest. There's this extreme sense of optimism regarding Chapter 7, and we really have a feeling that this is the chapter where we will bring back the single-player world downloads. Our release goals will definitely be met sooner rather than later. But where are we now? This is the Reborn X Museum, led by EzraThunder and then Creepeton. This is the physical equivalent of this video. You can see all the info on the chapters as well as the screenshots of them. And there are many projects for Redstoneworld itself that are made as exhibits in the museum. Now, there is one thing that I do have to talk to you about. There's this guy in the basement. I think his name is the Curator. I don't know about him. If I were you, maybe you want to avoid him. Or maybe you don't. I don't know. Maybe you'll just have to go down there yourself and see what he has to say. Have fun. But now, we have come so far. The team has been doing a great job, and we are really, really close to having another release again. But now, it has come to be that time again. Now for the staff members, I'll be thanking you by name very soon. But I still want to thank everyone. Anyone who's watching this video, anyone who's seen any Redstoneworld content at all, anyone who played it, anyone who spent any time even just thinking about it, you're providing a great contribution to the Redstoneworld. Because we need people to survive. We need people to be interested, because then we see that our work is worth it. And it is just so nice to see all the optimism and all the developments that are happening now. I do take Redstoneworld very seriously. Clearly, I'm wearing a suit over the anniversary of a Minecraft, it's a kid's game. But for me, it's a lot more. Hell, I made a subtle reference to Redstoneworld in my speech for graduating high school.
The catalyst.
But this is just so special to me, and I hope you guys really enjoy it as much as I do. But it is that time again. You know what I'm talking about. It's time. It's time to Redstone it up.
That was the start of Chapter 5. This is Chapter 7. It's only just begun. This is it's a cute Reborn X. Redstone, you got some redstone. But there's still one place left. Reborn X.
Most notable staff, each name and then highest Reborn rank achieved in chronological order. Chapter 1, TheJoMinecraft / TheJoCraft, owner, director of tech aspects and everything. ID710, owner, director of technical aspects and everything. Reborn X co-lead. Sergis144 and the rest of Darkenia, extensive theme park work. Chapter 2, Nina, head admin. Supreme Builder 31, supervisor. Axeman, supervisor. Cool Dude, supervisor. Fireball, supervisor. Chapter 3, The Pioneer, senior member. The Wind Builds, senior member. Master at Chess, supervisor. Sean / Gaming for Hours, co-owner, and the director of building from 2019 through 2024. Grateful Name, head admin. Walter Lazurs, head admin. CJ Arbo, senior admin. Chapter 5, Hutto, co-owner and director of hardware. Redstone Chambo, head admin, deputy director of technical aspects. X-King Emil X, senior admin, assistant director. Void Killer 196, co-owner, deputy director of operations. Finland 1945, admin. Newbie Core 12, supervisor. Red Arter, stuffervisor. X3, supervisor. Lord Dis, member. .mp3, supervisor. Dulcinavia, senior admin. GME Lemons, senior member. Dragon Master, member. The one and only Sal, team member. Chapter 6, TSG Striker / Dynaco, senior admin and deputy director of communications. Lenny Builder, web developer. Soldado Luca, supervisor. Kevin, member. Exati YT, member. Guerrero Pro, member. Hellcat 2234, admin. Chapter 7, LLucas 1425, head admin, deputy director of technical aspects, Reborn X co-lead. Some YT guy for one, admin, head builder. Acronym, supervisor. EzraThunder, supervisor, Reborn X head builder. Creepeton, Supervisor, Reborn X Head Designer. Razor, Member. Thijan Voss, Member. F Master MC Peg, Member. Fayaz69, Senior Member. Nutter Butter, Member. Perksity, Member. Muggle1234, Member. Power Cascade, Supervisor. Fighter Eye, Senior Member. Noah, Senior Member. Transit, Member. Those were the most notable names. However, there are plenty more, and I want to thank everyone for their help and contributions to Redstone, and even just their interest. Thank you so much. Do you know that there's any way to put a video into a random object? I've known about the RTC infection for some time. Is it coming back?
Finally, the 8th chapter of Redstoneworld can begin.
What the hell do you mean I'm being tracked? I thought you took care of this.
It's done.
Whatever. I can't have this happening too. We've got enough problems. You are way too recognizable now. We can't have you doing the tracking. What we need is an outsider. Is the basement all set up at the museum? I hope it will be sufficient for this. Put out some kind of advertisement about a curator. You know what to do. I'm nearly done with my work. I'm heading out to the Blakewood Forest for this one. Please make sure I'm not being followed.
My time is coming due.
And for speaking, I got too distracted by this. I'm sorry, it was the map. It was the green screen, it was too distracting. I'm sorry. Yo. Ugh. I shouldn't make any mistakes, honestly. Wrong side of the mic. I show no fear. For other projects. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say there. Shoot. That was right after Tower 1 was made presentable that TheJoCraft left, and I went on to Americanize and continue the project. Chapter 3, Theme Park. Nah. Slash the old Minecraft owner. No. Sorry. Now remember, above all else, to redstone it up. Bang. Don't ping me in relay. I redstone it up!